Hi everybody! This time I'm going to show you how to make a house out of this cardboard box. I start with cutting away the two flaps on the sides. I divide the flap in half, so it's 18.5, so that's 9 and 2.5, about there. So from this corner up to the mark, the other corner, and the same on the other side. Then I cut it, turn the box and cut again. So now we need the rooftop. That's where I bring in an extra sheet of cardboard. I have made a mark here that is in the middle. Fold this there, see how it fits. Oh yes, beautiful. So I put glue along the edges, all the edges here. Stick it on there, on with some tape. Now, then you leave this to dry, and when it's dry, it will look like this. This is the dry one. So now I can take the tape off. Right, now we are ready to trim the edges, like this for instance. Here it's supposed to be totally even, and here too. So we will get our knife out, make a long blade, and then we trim the edges. Put the knife along the side and then trim carefully. Yes, nice and neat. Now we are ready to draw on the windows and the balcony. I measure here about 2 cm, make a little line, and then I measure about 8 cm, 6 down and back, and the same on this side. So that's the balcony. Then the windows, 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 and 2. A line right across, one line straight down the middle, and then we're going to have another window coming down here. So I measure again, as wide as the balcony. There. Then I quite fancy a couple of windows down here as well, maybe 3 windows, but they should be tall and slim, I feel. 1 cm from the bottom. Now that's the foundation of the house. Then I put in the windows roughly about here. Quite long and slim window, very nice, elegant and modern. On the same level, the same size, I will do a couple of windows over here as well. So let me start with cutting out the balcony. I make a cut along here, nice and careful. And then I push this in simply by doing this. Look at this. Push it in here, and then it collapses a bit, and then I push here on the corner all the way in. There. See, now we have the start of a great balcony right here. And then we need a door. So on this side, I'm going to draw the door. So I measure about 2.5. 2.5 and about 4 cm wide, about this tall roughly, and then a little step up from the foundation. There. Next to it I would like to have a nice little window. Then I cut them out. Ooh, nice. Hello, anybody home? Hey. Okay, then the window. Oh, cool. Yeah. Now it's starting to take shape. Look at this. It almost looks like a real house. Now it's time to fit on the floor onto the to the hole in the balcony. So I'm using that flap that I cut away just now. Try to figure out how big it should be. First of all, I think I will have it flush with the wall here. So I make a mark here so it goes out this way. But I think I would like to have it sticking out a bit on this side, about this much. So that's the size that I need. So basically I cut this way and I cut that way, and that's the floor for the balcony. So I have one that is pre-cut over here like this, and it's even a bit slanted here to fit the shape of the cardboard inside there. You see? Like that. So let's glue it on, and then I add a little bit of tape. Needs to be a perfect fit. And now we are ready to fit on these trimmings, these wooden trimmings along the edge here to make the edges look better. And they look like this. I have cut out of cardboard 2 little sticks. All I need to do now is to put some glue along the edge here and the other side. Then I fit this one on, and then I can trim this off and use it for the other side. When all this is dry and I have trimmed the edges, added all the windows and the doors and everything I need, I will have a house looking like this. Look at this. Here I have a window in the attic here. Look at this, I added windows here and here. See here, the door actually goes in like this, so there's a step here. So let me show you how to make this. I need to make one of these that can fit inside here. So I use the flap again, a piece this big, just a little bit bigger than the size of the door. And then I need these things on the side. 2 strips of equal size like that. 1, 2. And I glue them like this so that I get one of these. Let's glue this inside. I put glue along the edge here. I take a bit of tape, fold it like this, and I stick it on like that. See, now I have a handle so I can maneuver this one. So I stick it in, maneuver it around, and then pull it back on. I hold it there for a few seconds for the glue to start setting. And if I want to, I can add a bit of extra tape. There, now I need to wait for it to dry. Next thing is to make a smokestack, and the smokestack looks like this, and it goes on here. Now let me show you how to make it. You will need a piece of cardboard of almost any size. You have to fold it with the stripes, not against it. So make a fold, another fold, a third fold, and then see how it fits together. Perfect. Now you see this thing sticking out? That doesn't matter, we'll fix that later. So first, let's glue it. We need some tape. Stick it together in so that it forms a square here. And then we tape it. And now this needs to dry. And then I trim the edge there. Nice. And now I can check just how big, how tall do I want this to be. So maybe about that tall. So I cut to the angle of the roof. Lots of glue. Stick it on. Make sure it's straight. We could put on a little piece of tape as well, just to make sure that it doesn't fall down while drying. Now in the meantime, let's look at the door. See, now we can remove this handle bit here, and we can add the little step. I have cut here a tiny little piece that fits in here quite beautifully. At least that's what I think. Yes, it does. Okay, so now let's glue this in. When you've done that, you cut and open the house like this. Oh, look at that. Now, let me show you how I did it. The first thing we need to do is to take a ruler and a marker and draw the lines where we want the cut to go. 4.5, a line right across, one down this way, across here, and down along here. Then we turn it over, 7.5 cm down, and then straight down this way. There, and then we are ready to cut. I cut carefully along the line that I just drew. Take it nice and easy. There, now it's loose. Now, in order for these two sides of the house to swing out, we need to cut along the floor here as well. So we cut along here. Oh, and are you ready for this? Oh, and you can see inside the house it's empty. Now we need to put in floors. One here, glue, and my brush. And before I put it on, let me just bring to your attention this hole for the staircase. I will show you how to make the staircase later, but it's good that you cut this hole before you glue the floors inside, because it's much easier when the floors are outside the house. So we need some glue on this side and on that side. Like this. And I need some bits of tape to make sure that it holds up. And then we need to wait until it dries before we put in the second floor. I put glue on the next floor. Then I will put it in right here where the attic starts, which is right here and up. Some tape. There. Now we need to wait for this to dry, or we can just take it away and use the one that is dry over here. Notice that here I have also cut out a little door. You can see the little door there. Now, before we paint, we need to make a staircase, actually two staircases inside. So, come closer, I'm going to show you how. I take white cardboard. I cut out a little piece, then I cut out some little pieces like this from the same strip of cardboard. You can see they're equally wide. Stick this side in the glue like that, quite a lot of glue, and then I stick it on at an angle so that when the stairs is straight up like this, as they will be in the house, you know, the stairs come straight out, nice to walk on. A little bit of glue, stick it in here. There. Next thing now is to treat the rough edges, and we do that with wood filler. This is the kind of filling mass that you get in hardware stores, and we start filling the edges with this mass. Once you get the hang of it, it's really quite simple. And fun too. Oh, nice and dry. Now we need a little sandpaper and we can sand it smooth. This process is actually quite fast and easy and not tiring at all. You'll be surprised. And then a little bit on the inside of the windows. So now the edges are nice and smooth and we are ready to paint. And painting is the fun bit, because now we can become designers and start to choose colors and stuff. I have chosen these colors for the house. These colors, two pinks and a purple, those are the sort of warm, cozy colors. Here is a bit cool and funky colors over here. Balancing it up with a bit of gray and then add a bit of white to contrast with all of them. Now I'm going to start with the gray roof. Got the gray paint here. I go with the gray paint out to the edge, but I don't go around the corner. I just sort of let the color go straight out like that. Now that the roof is dry, we add the pink color. Oh, lovely pink. Very beautiful. Go neatly around the window. And careful when you go up where you meet the gray color. Careful along the edge here. Then we paint the chimney. Again, when you meet the gray color, you got to be really careful. Now I've painted it twice and it's dry and we are ready for the next color, which is white, of course. I'm going to paint white in all the windows. This is the window frame, so I have to be careful. And then I start on the window frames. And here I'm going to add something special. It's a zigzag edge on one side of the window frame, because I want to break the monotony of all straight lines. You see, everything is straight, 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 straight. So I'm going to break that a little bit with this zigzag pattern. Now, while the white is drying, I'm going to add some serious contrast to the colors. I'm going to use strong purple against this soft pink. When the purple is dry, I'm going to add a white window frame. Just check what happens to the contrast now. Check the really beautiful contrast between soft pink, dark purple, and pure white. Beautiful contrast, that's what we need. Next, we're gonna start putting in the windows, and I'm gonna start with a nice turquoise. Windows are reflective, so they will take up color from the surroundings. So if the surroundings are trees, for instance, you could get some kind of a greenish color on the window. If it's more blue sky, then the window can look blue. Nice sky blue for this window. I leave the window frame white as usual, and then carefully putting in a little blue in the middle. And for the chimney, nice bright strong pink, and when it's dry, a bit of gray on top. Oh, look at that, gorgeous. Look how nice the contrast and the colors that go together. And when we open it up, pink and blue inside. Look at that, pink floor, and blue floor. Nice beautiful sky blue in the middle. And notice the little fence I have done for the balcony here. I have made it just with an ice cream stick and little matchsticks. Sticking it on like this, painting it white, and then finally gluing it on. When you have finished everything, you can add cool details such as a house number, and why not make it big and put it on the roof, like that. Now we need to add some glue. I have added some little chips on the back of the cutout cardboard numbers, so that when we glue it on, the numbers will sort of stick out in a nice 3D shape on the rooftop. I don't know your age, but you may choose your age as a really cool number for your house number. And now you can use your house for anything you like. Storing your favorite stationery, for instance. Or how about this idea? Make a paper family with paper pets and paper furniture. All you gotta do is to draw all the stuff you want in your dream house. Then you cut it out around like that and make it fold so that it can stand up, and then you put it in. So here we have the lucky couple that lives in the house. Cat, piano, lamp, table, fireplace, fish tank, family portraits, dog, kitchen, Rufus, the huge Dalmatian. And for the cat, a tiger cat house. No home without the tiger cat house. Now you can move in here, you can move in here. And now, all you wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous people out there, I want to invite you into my dream house and may it fulfill all your wildest dreams.